If you don't have your money saved up, it's easy to fall into the statistics of the 85% of the people that fail out of the industry within their first year. So you're thinking about getting your real estate license in 2026 and you don't know where to get started? You've come to the right place. My name is Cassandra Champion and I've been practicing real estate here in South Texas for the past 7.5 years with my husband Marcos. And when we first got our licenses, we had no idea what we were doing. In this video, we're going to cover 3 pieces of advice that I wish I found out before I first got my license. The first and probably the most important tip is have at least 6 months worth of expenses saved up. You want to get into this career full time. Part time is not going to cut it. It's only worth it if you actually put in your full amount of effort and do this full time. So if you're going to commit, do this with having some money saved up. When we got started, we had almost no money saved up. We didn't, like I said, we had no idea what we were doing. Especially starting out, real estate income can be inconsistent. As you may or may not know, it's 100% commission. So you might not know the next time you're going to eat or when you're going to be able to pay your rent or your mortgage. So have 6 months of expenses saved up and more if you can, if possible. You are going to have upfront expenses. You're going to have to pay for your local board, the National Association of Realtors, and if you want to get taken seriously, you're going to want to get professional headshots as well. Aside from that, depending on which brokerage you start with, you're going to have to pay for signs, lockboxes, marketing material, etc. When I first started out, I did not sell my first home until 7 months after I got my real estate license. Everybody is different. Some people get lucky and they're able to sell their home within their first 30 days, but you can't guarantee that for everyone. Some people might not sell their first home until 60, 90, or some people don't even sell their home until a year later. So it's imperative that you have money saved up, at least 6 months worth of your expenses. Trust me, this is by far the biggest tip that I can give anybody. If you don't have your money saved up, it's easy to fall into the statistics of the 85% of the people that fail out of the industry within their first year. Number 2, don't get into real estate if you're not comfortable coming out in camera. I wasn't always comfortable coming out and speaking to the camera like this. It took a lot of practice, it took a lot of years, and hundreds, if not thousands of videos at this point where they just flopped and I tried again. What a lot of people don't tell you is that when you get into real estate, you are a marketer. And so you have to be comfortable with being a content creator. Social media is where a lot of clients are going to find you. I wish that I would have taken my social media seriously since day one. Social media was kind of different back then when it got started back in 2018. You have to be comfortable with posting on social media. That's how you're going to market yourself. And it's the biggest way to market yourself. You're marketing yourself to the entire world versus calling a few people that you may know locally. So that's tip number 2. Take your social media seriously. You have to be okay with coming out on the camera, especially if you're a millennial like me or if you're Gen Z. I mean, we grew up with social media. So at this point, you should have your smartphone, get a little selfie ring light, and just walk through the properties. It's not that hard. Tip number 3 that we're moving along with is do not join a small, local, or boutique brokerage. We did that mistake joining out. We started out with a family brokerage, and looking back now, I wish I would have started with a big national brand like I'm currently with EXP. It took me over 7 years of being in real estate, learning that just starting out with a national brand is the way to go. My husband and I have been with a few different brokerages since we started out, but so far I've had the best experience being with EXP and with being with a national brokerage. So if you do have questions about that, if you already have your license or if you're thinking about making the switch, go ahead and send me a text or give me a phone call so that way we can see if it makes sense to bring you on board as well. When we first started out and we had no idea what we were doing, we were told to pass out our business cards at HEB. And while that might have been a good idea at the time, that's just not where a lot of our clients were at. A lot of our clients are scrolling on social media, just how you're watching this video right now. With a national big brand brokerage is so important for you because you're going to need the mentorship, you're going to need the training, the tools, and the resources to be able to get your business up and running. If I would have started with EXP at the very beginning of my career would have looked completely different if I would have started with EXP starting day one. But you don't know what you don't know. Now, where did I take my course? I took my course online. It's called the Real Estate Business School. I did everything online at the time back in 2017, 2018. I had actually quit my job. I was working for AT&T up in Austin, and I decided to take studying as my full-time job. I was studying anywhere from 6 to 8 hours every single day, 5 to 6 days a week. I studied for 3 months. After that, my husband took his test first. He passed on the first try. The following week, I took my test and I passed on the first try too. Now, not everybody passes on the first try. That's okay. But if you've taken it maybe 5 or 6 times, maybe it's not for you. You need to study. You really need to study as much as you can. A lot of people have this misconception that getting into real estate is like selling sunset. And if that's what you think it's going to be like, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but it's not going to be anything like that. Get prepared to speak to a lot of people, get on a lot of phone calls, and get prepared for a lot of rejection. And if you're not okay with getting rejected on a daily basis, maybe this career might not be for you. But if you're willing to hustle, put in the work, put yourself out there, and you're ready to see if this career is meant for you, contact me, let's connect, and let's see if EXP is the right brokerage for you as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and thanks for watching.